Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is RLS ASMR Ryan, back with another video. So today, and also I'll be speaking a little soft-spoken, obviously, but for those of you who like soft-spoken videos, today I'm just gonna have some steak and rice, something simple, easy. I haven't done an anime talk in a while, so for those of you anime nerds who like my anime talks, this one's for you. Also got a Coke Zero Vanilla. These are really good. I usually have the cherry, which is these ones right here, but I picked up both at the store when I went, so I'm all loaded up. So also, if you're new to the channel and you've been watching me for a minute, go ahead and hit me with a subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Love to have you here. I upload every week. You want to see this pretty face once a week? Want to know when I upload? Go and give me a subscribe. Anyways, so anime. I think the last one I've talked about on the channel, when I did a full review, I believe was Noragami, and I butchered that review. Because I could not remember anyone's names. So I'll just catch you guys up on where I'm at. So, not Normagami, but specifically on what I'm watching right now. I am watching Demon Slayer with a friend, because the first time I watched Demon Slayer, I didn't like it very much. And I think that's because I watched it in dub, or somewhere I switched and watched it in dub, and can't remember exactly why I did that, but for anyone, you know what? Let's go ahead and start a fight in the comment section. If you do watch anime, if you're one of my viewers who you don't really watch anime, I'm sorry. You should watch it, and then you'll be one of us. No, I'm just kidding, but I'd say give it a try. Give it a try. If you have a friend who watches it, ask them, because they are the ones who knows you, and then who know you. Tell them what kind of shows you like, and they'll probably, if they're as big as a nerd as the rest of us are, they probably have one in the chamber that they've wanted to show you for a while. And if not, and I'm your only person that you know that likes to watch anime, let me know and I'll recommend you something. but anyways, yeah, so I've been watching Demon Slayer. I'm normally a sub purist, meaning I only watch sub, like the Japanese audio with the English subtitles. I normally only do that. There's only a few animes that I can think of that do it really well. Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Not original for you scumbags out there. I may have mentioned this before, but let me open up this can. That's really loud, and I didn't feel like muting it in post later, so just muted the mic. But yeah, so Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, not original, because bump original. If you guys like original FMA, let me know, because one of my best friends, he loves Full Metal Alchemist original, and he can't watch Brotherhood because it makes him want to watch original. I had him explain to me, like, what original its plot line was, and it was the most disinteresting plot line. Like, the way they diverge from the manga is crazy. Anyways, so best English dubs: Brotherhood, DBZ. Those are the main ones I can think of that are like really good. I actually prefer to watch Brotherhood in dub. Same thing with Dragon Ball Z. Most anime is not like that though. Most anime sub only. You guys might not really care, but this is a big debate amongst us anime folk. So anyways, yeah, so Demon Slayer just finished the end of season 2, or season 1. And we're gonna start season 2. We finished the Mugen Train movie. So I went into it with open eyes, obviously, but with like an open-minded perspective. I tried to be very, what do you call it? Fair. I tried to be very fair to, because if I didn't like it before, I'm gonna try and actually like the anime and then get into it. So I'll say everything I dislike about season 1 first. Alright. So everything I don't like. So far, my biggest gripe is I'm just not loving the story. The story's fine. I'm just not loving it. So there's the beginning, and then the training sequence, which I think is cool. And then he goes to final selection. After he gets out of final selection, then he has to go on his first mission. And those things that happen, when those things happen, are cool. But it's like when his family dies, Nezuko is like a reminder of that. Obviously, that his whole family died, and she got turned into a demon. But what I don't understand is, like, that happens. My biggest gripe about the story is it doesn't seem to be that we're meant to really care that his family died. Maybe things change in season 2, but the episode, or is that an episode? No. Okay, like, until the movie, we don't see him. Like, until the movie, we don't see his family. He does a, like, they could do backstories. They don't even really cut back to him doing that a lot, or to that moment. It doesn't seem like it comes up, like, ever, like, that much. So Nezuko's a big deal because that's the only family he has left, and that's why he's protecting her, right? And then, that he's protecting Nezuko at all costs. Like, we know that that's his given, like, motive. Like, we know that, right? But the issue that I have is, so his whole family died. He just completely loses, like, his whole family. And then Nezuko's, like, the only one he cares about. But then it's not like he ever reflects on that moment as if, like, to give an example, for instance, like in Dragon Ball Z, this is an example. I can't point to an exact pinpointed moment. Okay, actually I will, because I'm an anime fan. So remember how, like, Gohan was a crybaby, piss boy, and so he was like, okay, Piccolo was like, okay, the Saiyans are coming in 6 months. You need to be ready for that. So you're going to be, I'm put you in the woods so you can survive, because that's how that's your training, because you're too spoiled. And also, I'm going to teach you some techniques. And then remember, they had that whole plan where, like, I think it was Gohan was meant to do something, but Nappa, what was it? I forget the whole situation, but basically when Piccolo saved Gohan, like, Piccolo saved Gohan's ass, and Piccolo died for it. Well, that moment matters because we had like 10 episodes of him taking care of Gohan even though he left him out in the woods. Remember, he'd bring him apples and shit, and it's like, we had multiple episodes of Piccolo taking care of him. So for Piccolo to risk his life, and especially Piccolo trying to kill Goku for so long, protecting his son is like a big moment because that's his arch nemesis kid. But he also realizes that this kid is the best thing that we have. He's a good warrior. He needs to be able to fight the Saiyans too, because he is half Saiyan. Because he beat the stuffing out of Raditz, and he had like a similar power level to Raditz, which we find out later, because I think he had like a 1300 power level or like a 2000 power level when he got super angry, and Raditz had like a 2000 power level. And we know that because of the Cybermen that they make out of the ground. Those are hats meant to have the same power level as Raditz, and I think they say that's around like 2000 or something. I'm nerding out, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to get across is, we have a moment that's meant to mean something because of all of this other emotional baggage that's built up over the course of a few episodes. And that's just Dragon Ball Z. I didn't even watch Dragon Ball, like original Dragon Ball. So y'all can be like, you didn't watch original Dragon Ball, but that was still a good scene. That was a still powerful scene for me to watch, to rewatch when I was watching Dragon Ball Z. And so when his whole family, and going back to Demon Slayer, his whole family dies, and he just goes and fights a bunch of people, and we get all these emotional backstories with these demons, but we don't get any emotional backstories with him and his family in a particular situation, except for like the brief moment, like when it happens. And then I don't recall through any episodes leading up to season 2 or the movie, we don't get anything about his family, about the little kid. It's like we're not even meant to. We know that's his driving force, but we're not even meant to care about that. I feel like as an audience, he doesn't go back and be like there's never a scene where Tanjiro wakes up in the middle of the night because he's having a dream about his family. Why'd you leave us? That happens in the movie, but it's a demon messing with his subconscious. That's never a natural thing that happens. He wakes up in the middle of the night, having a nice dream about his family, and then there's like a sense of regret. There's no time spent on him trying to recoup from the past of his whole family except Nezuko dying. And they never but you know what they do spend a lot of time talking about? The fact that this dude can smell everything. This dude can smell fear. He can smell anger. He can smell justice. They always make a point to make it seem like he knows where to go, and he's like, oh, I've picked up on their scent, and their scent is a lot stronger now because the wind stopped blowing in this direction. Oh, the scent is a lot stronger now, because like beforehand, I was like, all I was smelling was like perfume, and this didn't actually happen, but it'll be a situation like, all I could smell was perfume before, but now that I'm away from that and the wind changed direction, I can smell this person a lot different, a lot better. So now I'm gonna go against them, and it's like, did that bother anybody else, you Demon Slayer fans? Did that annoy anybody else? Like, why on earth would I need to know that this dude can smell everything? He can smell love. They say that in one of the scenes. He's like, you have a strong sense of love and regret and guilt. And it's like, how can you smell that, dude? That aggravates me. And like the emotional moments in Demon Slayer so far, because I've only seen season 1 and the movie and the Mugen Train, I don't feel like I'm meant to feel emotion, like, for anything that happens. Because, especially in the Mugen Train, why am I trying to feel bad for Rengoku? Now, this is probably where the comments are gonna go crazy. If you're here this far, Rengoku, he's cool, but if y'all sitting here thinking like Rengoku's like he's awesome, he's the best, it's like they did the thing where, okay, I've just met Rengoku, I just met Like, here's the thing. He was in favor of him being executed in his, Nezuko dying because they broke the Demon Slayer corpse, like, rules or whatever. And everyone seemed against it. And he was like, yeah, let's execute them. And, like, that happens. Then in the movie, they don't talk about that ever. Like, this is what they say. They're like, oh, because the captain or the master or whatever his name is, I won't say anything about it because he told me to accept it, so I have to. That's it. That's it. Like, he's not meant. Like, you're not meant. There was no conflict between him and Rengoku, which would have made sense considering that he was in favor of that. And Tanjiro, yes, he's a good guy, but there should have been some conflict there. Like, there's no sense of conflict because of them having that issue. Rengoku, he goes through and, like, you can see how badass he is handling 5 cars at once because he's protecting all these people and not a single, passenger of the 200 that were on the train died. None of them died, so that's like a really great thing, which I think is cool to mention. But we've seen Hashira and how Hashira are, with Giyu, or is it Tomonioka, something like that. Black hair guy. You see him in episode 1. But, like, we've seen him as a Hashira. We've seen him and how he kills demons and how the butterfly chick kills demons and stuff. And we've seen how Hashira operate. And then we know he's one of the stronger ones. Yeah, he encounters that upper 3 level demon from the 12 demon moons or the Kizuki or what have you. And that's like, yeah, that's a big deal. But it's like, it was just an uneventful fight. It's a good fight. It's a cool looking fight. But it's an uneventful fight. Except for Rengoku dying. And Rengoku, in my opinion, it's like, why make him die? And then the only emotional thing we have to feel is in his dreams, he goes to tell his dad that he became a Hashira and his dad didn't give a fuck. And then he went to go tell his younger brother that, hey, you should never let the passion in your heart die out and you should always follow your dreams. And that's the only emotional scene we see of him before he dies. Like, that means anything, that's substantial, that why should we feel bad for him dying? Oh, well, because he told his his dad didn't believe in him and his younger brother, like, revered him, so, huh? Like, let me know if you guys completely disagree with me, like, just go off in the comments and let me know, but Demon Slayer, thus far, my friend says it gets a lot better in the entertainment art. The entertainment district art. He says it gets a lot better. And I'll watch it. And I'll report back to you guys after I watch it. But I just don't feel like I'm meant to feel anything for anything that happens. Because it's like the show itself doesn't give time for you to feel the emotions. I'm just like, okay, so demons are people too. They were once human. Okay. But they're also trying to kill the MC. And like, I've seen them try to do like a bunch of crazy shit. So it's like, am I meant to care? Because I don't feel like I'm meant to care. That's my main point. So that's essentially how I feel about Demon Slayer. We've also watched Licorice Recoil. I'm caught up on the Slime anime, which I believe comes out like in a few months. Season 3? Yeah. Something like that. I think it's, yeah, season 3. We also got Jobless Reincarnation this year. I'm psyched for it all. This next season of anime is going to be really sick, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, hopefully you guys like my soft-spoken voice. For all of you who've been requesting soft-spoken videos for a while. So, hope you're having a good rest of your day. Hopefully you're asleep, got some good rest. Sorry again for my squeaky chair and all that. But, yeah, so hope you guys are doing really well. Hope to see you guys again soon. Subscribe, become a channel member if you want. Have a great rest of your day.